Hello guys, how are you all? Hope you're all well. And in this video, I'm gonna share a simple chatting application with PHP, Ajax, and MySQL. Here you go. Here you can see an user interface. It's totally awesome, which is created by CSS and CSS3. Actually, in this video, I'll not discuss anything about styling. The styling is all will be pre-made, but I will say about the backend and the Ajax as well as jQuery. I will not share any styling method. You will have to style according to your own need. Or if you wanna get the full project, then you can see the see the description where I will put in the link. Okay, so let's go and check my application. Here is the chatting. Here is a chatting box where is a naming box. A user have to enter his name for start chatting. So I'm using a name Shazin or Max. Okay. So now I will have to click on go, and I will be redirected to the chatting page. Here you go. Here you can see a simple chatting user interface where it's a text area where I will have to type my texts, and I will have to click on the send button for chatting. For example, I'm clicking hi everyone. Yeah, and you can see that it's real time chatting, it's real time sending without reloading the whole page, which is very important. So as you can see that it's a real time, but you can have still some confusion over there that is it really responsive, or sorry, is it really real time? So let's check with another browser. I have another browser from it's Mozilla for Mozilla Firefox. So now I'm having inserting another name, for example Mark, and I'm clicking on go, and I'm sending a message hi, as you can see. But you have still confusion that is it real time? Okay, now let's do it. Just minimize the window, and you can see that it's totally responsive with CSS media queries. I have made it responsive. Here is two window of the two browsers. Okay, now I want to type a message here. How are you? And now I will click on the send, and you will look at this window that it will be automatically loaded, and the message will be seen here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and it's showing. So you can see that is real-time chatting platform. So now, before we go, I have to say one thing, that in this application I have used CSS to style it for making it responsive or making awesome styles. But in this tutorial, I'll not discuss about any CSS styles or any styling or any HTML markupping. I'll just show you the backend part for making it real-time a chatting platform. So let's get started. Now here you go, that you can see that there are two pages over there with the HTML structure. Here is one, and another is this one, which is totally blank, not dynamic or not anything else. So now we will have to make it dynamic, and we have to make it real-time chatting section. So let's go to the www directory. Here is my www directory, but I have another project there, so I'm just going to another folder, tutorial, then chat, and in this folder my whole project will be included. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 files. First one is chat content, chat core, home.php, index.php, jQuery.js, and loginco.php. So firstly we will work with home.php. So open it. Here in the home.php I have firstly included jQuery JavaScript. Sorry, I made a mistake. We will work with firstly index.php. In this index.php we have used simple user interface. Here is no dynamicness or anything else. Here is a simple HTML structured page, but one is thing that there is a form tag, but you know that for using PHP we will have to add action, which will be login core. I mean that our whole data will be sent to logincore.php here, and the method will be post. Okay, and here is nothing to do, just you can see the user interface here, and the whole code will be attached in the description link, so don't worry. So I'm saving it. So now we will work with login core for login. Actually, login code is now totally blank, but I will have to make it dynamic. So let's start PHP. So let's start PHP. Here is PHP. Firstly, we will take the value passed from this page. So firstly, for catching, I'm using a variable named username. Username is equal to post. You can use request to post. The method name is username. So username, and we're done. Now we will have to make another variable for setting cookie. Set cookie. I'm making a variable, make it camel case so that it looks professional. Okay, now we will have to set cookie, which is for which function for setting the cookie. Here our first parameter is cookie name. So I will have the cookie name username, and the second parameter is cookie value, which will be the value of username. So username, then the length or duration of cookie. So the duration will be from the current date to that plus, for example, I'm using 8604 into 7 days. Okay, I think we're done. Now what you need to do is I need to check if set cookie bracket set cookie is equal to true, then our page will be redirected to. For redirecting, we can use header function. So the location should be here, home.php. okay, so when the cookie is ready, when the setting cookie is true, then it will be automatically redirected to home.php. It means the browser will not stop at login code.php. It's just a code file here. So let's check. Let's go to our dispatch. I'm using Shazin, whether it works or not. Yeah, it's working. I can check whether cookie. Oops, something is wrong. So something is wrong here. So, but I will have to check it. Well, something is wrong here, so we will have to fix it going to our page, our code editor. Okay, here should be time. I totally forgot it. Whatever. So now check it whether it is possible or not. Okay. Yeah. Now it's setting a cookie. So, but there is a problem over the row that we can still take back to login page. So we will have to make it dynamic too. So let's go to index page. And here on the top of the page, write a PHP code. I will have to use if function. If I will have to use isset, and the variable should be this one for catching cookie, then square bracket, this one, and the cookie name, username. Then it will redirect our browser to header. And it will redirect our browser to, firstly let me add location. It will redirect our browser to home.php. Okay, now check whether the code works or not. Yeah, the code is working. As you can see that we can't stay at the home page right now. So we are done with the login system. Now what we will have to work with the first the works with index and the login code is done. Now we will have to work with these 3 pages. Okay, now firstly we will have to go to home.php. Yeah, I have come to home.php, and firstly we will have to add a PHP code. I'm copying the code from index, and we will have to add a PHP code at the top of the page. If is not is set cookie username, then it will redirect to index.php. So you can check it. For example, I'm going to inspection tool and I'm deleting the cookie. Now reload this and you will be redirected here. Okay, now again login Shazin. Okay, now we are redirected. Okay, so now work with home.php. Here we will have to do lots of works here. Firstly, let me say the structure. Here is a title tag, here is a script tag. We have included jQuery.js. It means jQuery plugin here, jQuery frame library here, and here we have used simple basic CSS. Don't worry, I will add. And here I have used a media queries for making it responsive. And here we will have the body tag div. In the body tag we have used a div ID here, and inside the ID we have used container, and in the container we have used chat, where our whole chats, I mean chatting data will be stored. And here I have used a text area and have a button for sending the data, and I have closed it, and that's all. So firstly what we need to do is we need to use whatever I want to go to now. I want to go to chat core.php. Here this page will be used for inserting data to database. Okay guys, before you go, we will have to add our database. We will have to go to our database. For this reason I'm going to php myadmin and I'm logging. Now go to chat. I'm using a table database named chat. I'm using a table named demo, and the number of columns will be 3. You can add more columns if you want to store more data. So firstly what I need to do is I need to use ID for integer, and it will be auto increment must be. Okay, and later we will have to username. You will have to use username, which will be virtual, and the values will be 250 as default, and then we will have to use text, which will be text, and for initially we will use 1000 length. Okay, now save it as it is our database is created. So now let's go to the chat core.php. So here we will use PHP, and then here we will firstly catch the database, catch the data from the previous page, which we will work later. So firstly, well, before we go, okay, username is equal to I'm catching the data which will be sent from the previous page. We will work with today from later. Host username text is equal to text, and then what you need to do is we need to connect to our database. So for connecting is equal to connection is equal, I'm using a variable. So here I will have a MySQL connect, MySQL connect, and here first parameter is our database name, so which is localhost. Then we will have to use the username, so it's root, then the password which is blank, then the database name which is chat. So I think that our database connection is made. Now we will have to run a query. We will have to use this SQL syntax is equal to SQL is equal to then insert into demo. Then it will be first table is username and the second table is text. Okay, and then in the next here we will have to write values. Should be the first value will be the first value will be from first value will be username, and the second value it should be in this, I forgot this name. So second value, and the second value will be text. We're done. And then we will have to run a query is equal to MySQL run. Here we will have to write MySQL query, and firstly we will have to, the first parameter is connection and the second parameter is SQL. And now we will have to run a if condition. If run query is equal to true, then it will be echo data inserted. Hopefully it will work, there is no error. Then if it's not possible, then else it will say echo. It is doing it, I'm doing it initially, we will do later. We will say failed. Okay, so we are done with the core file, and now what you need to do is I need to go to the home page, and here in up the text area we will have to write an input tag where input type text, nothing name. id should be name, and it will be id should be name, and value will be here. We will have to run a php echo. Then we will have to set use the cookie core bracket, and then username, and then we will have to close this, and then we will have to close the tag, and then we will have to set it invisible. For this reason we will have to write hidden is equal to, what is problem, true. What's the problem here over there? Okay, here this one and this one. Okay, maybe we are done here. So now what you need to do is I need to write a script for inserting data. Okay, I'm using a script. You know the rule of writing jQuery: document dot ready parentheses, okay, function second bracket, and then we will have to use a click event. So when a user clicks on the button, so submit id dot click, then you will say that we will firstly store the data. So firstly we will store the data. Username is equal to it will be id will be name dot val, and we will copy this one again, and we will write word text is equal to from the text area, which is id is input dot value. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to use the post method, jQuery Ajax post method, for inserting data. So first parameter is what we are sending the data, which is our chat core co.php, and the later is which data we are sending. Okay, so we are sending username, which is username. Then we will use text, which is equal text. Then maybe we're done now. So now we will have to use a function which will be shown after the submission. So here I will say firstly that input the id input dot val should be null. It means when the user clicks on the button, send button, the values of the text area will be null. It means the texts will be cleared. Okay, now let's check. Firstly, then we will use an alert for checking. It is initially for checking, and I will name the function. What should I name? Okay, I will say result. Okay, now I'm alerting if I'm done or not. Okay, now I will have to go to the home page and write something. Hi my friends. So let's check. Yeah, data is inserted. So let's check. Yeah, data is inserted. So my codes are working. So it's really good. It's really amazing that my code is working. Now what I need to do is I need to use another jQuery function, which is much important for displaying data, displaying our chat queries here. So before we go, we will have to go to the another file, chat content. Here I have a simple styling for styling the method. So now I will have to use PHP, but before you go, I wanna copy the connection method from PHP code which I wrote previously. So I am running PHP here, and firstly I am using connection method. Then I am writing SQL. SQL is equal to, you know, the SQL syntax: select all from select all from demo, or I will use order by ID, which will be DSC. Okay, descending. Okay, oops, sorry. Okay, now we are done with the SQL syntax. Now we will have to query. Run a query is equal to query method MySQL query. Okay, the first parameter is connection and the second parameter is SQL. Okay, the query is finished. Now we will have to run a while loop. While I will have use row is equal to my SQL fetch array. The array is query, and within this while loop we will use echo, and firstly we will use div class which will be list. And here you can see that I am using single quote because the echo method starts with double quote, so that's why I'm using single quote. You know it. And then we will use a bold tag. Then we will print. Okay, before we go, this one I will have to. I wanna store the information in a variable. So the variable, sorry, the variable is username. Username is equal to row. Then it will be username, and the text will be text. Okay, maybe we're done now. So now what I need to do is firstly I need to say username, and then I will have to close the b tag, and then I will have to write the text. And then what I need to do is I need to use close the div tag. Okay, maybe we're done with our this folder. And now what I need to do is I need to go to the home.php and write some jQuery codes again. Here, firstly, what I need to do is I should write set interval. There should be a function, and then I will have to write the code. In which block I will include it. In chat ID I will include the whole tag. So firstly, oops, sorry, it should be in the double quote dot load, and here the parameter should be which file I have to load. So chat dot php. Okay, and here in just right here I will use 100 millisecond, and it means the content will be loaded in every 100 milliseconds. So now I think that we're done if there is no error. So let me check. Ops. In the line 28 I have some problems. Oh god. Oh, there's a problem. Check content. Okay, line 28. Okay, there's a problem over there. Which problem? I can't get it. Div plus list username. Oops, yeah, I didn't close the line. Actually, programmers' most common problem is but guys, I'm fixing the problem. Sorry guys, over here I have forgotten one thing, that I have used underscore, but here there will be no underscores, and then if I run my codes it will be totally error free. Now let's check. If I send them a hello my friends, let's send it. Yeah, it's totally working. Now go to another browser. For example, I'm going to Mozilla. Okay, Firefox Developer Edition. I use it. I like it, this browser, and our project is totally ready now. Go to the local host, then the tutorial, then chat. Okay, and you can see. And now write some messages. Hi man, and I'm sending, and it's real time. Yeah, now you can make a chatting platform like this one. So I'm finishing my video this year, and hope you guys like the video. And if you guys like the video, please send me loves, and I will not say you to subscribe my channel. Okay, whatever. If you like the video, then you may subscribe. I will not. It's your wish. Okay, whatever. So for this reason, I'm finishing my video today, and hope I will back with another video. So for the timing, have a good day, guys.